I got something extra bonus special to demonstrate as well, because I've been working on a ROM hack. Actually, I got a couple of these in different folders here. But we got the main one of most excitement with the most modifications made to it in this main folder right here. So let's see if I double click on this. Yeah, so that loads it up into this for me automatically. Flip over to this one. Yeah, there we go. But let's just put... Oh wait, we can... Okay, I guess we're kind of stuck with that. Let's add a color source. Oh, not that one. Why do I even have that one? Add colors. I should rename these by what color they are. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That right there. That all the way in the back, and there we go. So at first glance, it may look like vanilla Super Mario Brothers, but there's a few things different about it right off the bat. Number one is that we have 4 digits in the coin counter instead of the regular 2. And that's because this particular ROM hack is one that I am modifying in order to make the game feel more like Super Mario Bros. 35. So to begin with, we start out with only 35 seconds on the clock. Gotta start bouncing on enemies here to build up time. We've also shifted the camera over to be about where it was located for SMB35. Oops, I took a hit, but as you can see, I have modified this to have the SMB35 power-up behavior, where get hit once to lose your fire power, get hit a second time to go all the way down to small. 1-ups give you 20 coins instead of extra lives. If you die, that is instant game over. They also have the tall bounce off of enemies, sort of. It's not quite the same, but it still feels pretty good. Oh, and also what course it sends you to next is random. Plus we also have the flagpole sequences removed, as well as the post-axe sequences. Hey, Laser Dante, what's going on? This is the SMB35 style ROM hack that I am working on. So I guess I need to take it from the top and explaining what all the changes are, huh? Yeah, the only thing that's probably going to be missing is the multiplayer aspect. Oops, I went over the top. What was that? Oh, hey! I can't believe it's been that long already, huh? Yeah. Hey, Natsuki, how's it going today? And thank you for the resub. So we're starting off tonight with the SMB35 style ROM hack. So I just gotta start over here, mentioning for everybody who has just arrived all the different modifications I have. Well, there's one to start with. I took damage, but only dropped me to Super Mario instead of Small Mario. Let's get to the end of the... Oops. That was not good. See, time does not reset at the end of the stage. The courses are randomized. You have to build up time by jumping on enemies. Ooh. And I sort of managed to fit in the taller bounce off of enemies, but it's not quite the same because it doesn't give you as high of a bounce as what you could get. 1-up mushrooms give you 20 coins. Ah. Need more time. Oops, I died. Well, I have a few ideas about how we could turn this into multiplayer. It would require running this in a browser, or not browser, There we go, hydrate. It would require an emulator that has Lua scripting support, but we could make it work. But yeah, the intermediate, or whatever they call them, screens with the number of lives and levels are removed. So we have different power-up behavior, and you gotta remember to stomp on things here. Yeah, build up time. Let's see, we already covered the one-up mushrooms giving coins. Oh yeah, this next. Let's take damage. I'm small, and I grab the flower, and it goes directly from small to flower power. See, thus far, all of the physics are vanilla physics. The way that I got the taller bounce off of enemies to work is I'm actually just, whenever you bounce off an enemy, it executes the same code that happens when you press the A button for a normal jump. So if we happen to jump on an enemy that's midair, it's like a midair jump. Yeah, it's kind of weird the way that Twitch does their... Oh, and there goes the time. Twitch does their resub notifications. Let's see, let me find my folder of patches so I can actually look through that, because that'll be easier than me trying to remember everything that I've modified so far. So we have the SMB35 power-up behavior, including 2 hits from flower, and picking up the flower, sending you back to flower even when you're small. No, we had Wednesday, we had Wednesday last Wednesday. I'm pretty sure anyway. I think it's just it bases it off of whichever day of the month it was when you first subscribed. As soon as it's past that day, then it will give you the option to announce your resub, as long as you haven't already done it yet. Let's see, I have the patch for... So right now it's adding 5 seconds per stomped enemy. I'd have to look back on some videos to see what the actual behavior was for jump combos. So we have the changed camera so that it centers you a third of the way into the screen instead of in the center. We have changing the coin display to 4 digits, changing the starting timer. Oh, that's no good. Natsuki. Well, there's a few people that I'm seeing not streaming as much as I would like them to as well, but yeah, I guess everybody's just getting busy right now, huh? Let's see, we have the patch to change the timer to count down in real seconds. Okay, yeah, and then we have the patch to not roll the timer down to 0 or reset it at the end of every level. The enemy bounce jump, 20 coins instead of extra lives. Oh yeah, and then we have this one, which makes it so that the invisible one-up blocks always spawn, instead of having to have the having to collect all of the coins in the previous -3 level. Let's see, patch for no lives, instant game over. Got a patch for random next level, which I'm actually not entirely certain is all that random, because I think that the frame rule might still cause problems here. What I need to do is I need to have it as soon as you touch the flagpole, it takes the current frame counter and puts that into a second memory location, because otherwise I don't think it actually executes this code until the frame rule hits. Oh yeah, and I also removed all of the -2 pipe transitions, so like 1-2, 2-2, 7-2. You normally have that cutscene with Mario walking into the pipe first, and then it goes to the next screen. So this just removes that, so that those don't display. Let's see, I have a separate patch for changing it so that 100 coins does not give you a 1-up. Oh yeah, I also removed the title screen demo as well, mainly just because that frees up some extra space for adding new code. Because the ROM is very cramped to begin with. So the PRG ROM is 32 kilobytes, and there's about 16 bytes worth of empty space available. Oh yeah, I also got another patch to not switch to the faster music when you hit 100 seconds. Probably figure out a way to make it switch to the speed up music at an appropriate time later on. See, I have one that's starting to remove a two-player mode, although we still have remnants of that. We have on here switching the cursor between... Okay, controller was not working. That was weird. Yeah, see. Okay, that's weird. See, I'm holding down the select button right now and it's not there, and then finally it went. I think there might be something wrong with this controller adapter. But yeah, I need to... Well, here's the problem. I'm doing a search through the code for the words one-player game or two-player game, or even just the words player game, and no results are coming up, so I don't know where in the code it actually draws the... it actually renders this stuff onto the title screen. Because I want to replace this with something that just says press start, and then maybe have it be like if you hold down left on the D-pad while pressing start, then you will be Luigi instead of Mario. Kind of emulate the hold L and press start behavior. Let's see, back to the patch folder. Oh yeah, so here I can add up actually how many free empty bytes there are in the ROM by default, because this is one of the patches too, is just to remove all the empty space. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, well, I was only guessing. It looks like it is exactly 16 bytes of junk data in the ROM that they've labeled as being unused space. Okay, yeah, and then the patch for skipping the intermediate screen, so the screen that comes up in between levels. Two separate patches, one that skips the axe sequence and the flagpole sequence. Oh yeah, and the one that skips the post-axe sequence also removes all of the code related to thank you Mario, but our princess is in another castle, and also the message at the end. Hey, thank you for the favorite number. Now somewhere I thought I removed the messages as well, but I can't find... Where did I put the... no, not that one. Well, I'll just have to look for it. I thought that one of these was that actually removed the text. So, because even if you have the code for displaying the cutscenes, the text is still in a separate data section as well. Oh yeah, and that's handled differently in dropping the NES controller. Put this there where it'll stay. Yeah, so regular emotes, when you're connected to Twitch IRC and you have the tags enabled, it actually gives you a list of substitutions, whereas with the bits, like the cheer emotes, you have to access a separate API in order to download it. I'm trying to figure that out. In the default game, I don't believe it's actually programmed at all to be able to spawn like maybe more than 2 Lakitus on the screen at once. Also, we don't have the 3 separate levels of Lakitu, so that wouldn't exactly work the same. I don't know, some things will be possible, some things won't. I'm trying to think of a stage here. There's one course already where we get enough Goombas on the ground in order for it to actually start lagging. Let's see if... Oh, now that... Okay, there. Yeah, something is very weird with this controller adapter, I think. Try to do one more run real quick. This time I'll just focus on not losing for as long as possible. Actually, I don't need to even bother with collecting coins yet, since I don't have anything for that. Oops. I was actually trying to decide whether, because coding in the roulette would be kind of... Oh, hey, Shadow, thank you for the resub. Just sitting here at the moment demonstrating the ROM hack. You can see all the different things that work differently in this compared to the original game. And I have to look over there to see the resub message because it doesn't show it on the tablet. Well, I can pause. Can't do that in 35. Let me see here. Food, hungry, other food. No more food for... Oh. Yeah, that is a tricky situation to be in, huh? Well, let's see, I don't know how long you've been here for. Maybe just a short amount of time, so... Here's one of the things that this does. Random levels. We got the higher bounce height. We have the timer doesn't reset after each level, so we have to keep jumping on enemies in order to keep the time from running out. Taller bounce height. Skips straight to the next level after this. There's a few things that don't behave properly, though. I'll have to figure out better ways of handling that. I need to find the code that handles fireball killing of enemy. Not sure what happened just then. I saw that. But yeah, hey Yuki, how's it going? Just going through the ROM hack. If anybody else that was saying hi that I have missed out on, I'll just give a hi across the board here. Oh no. Oh well, we got the end of the stage. This is still just as terrifying as it always was, climbing up that staircase. Give us 5-2 next. Yeah, I think the frame roll actually does interfere with that somehow, because it seems to like to give me the same stages, even though it should be cycling through. So basically it's just taking 2 bits out of the frame counter and using that for the one side of the level, and it is... gotta die here. Yeah, okay. There we go, no lives, just game over. Fire up another one. See, we'll only start with 35 seconds. I'll try to intentionally demonstrate the 35 style power-up behavior. Thank you for the death penny. Okay, so there we go. Take damage, so we're small. Go directly from small to fire power because we grabbed a fire. Let this out of the box real quick. Oh. Well, never mind, I don't have time. Feels like time is a lot tighter in this than it is. I guess because we only have the default enemies in the stage to deal with. Ah. I sort of understand how the jump actually works in this now. Oh, 7-4. Found out this actually, it's like if you actually jump, like in here, you can actually confuse it. See, it didn't think I took the right path. You have to be standing on the floor when you run through these sections, otherwise it'll keep looping it. Not a lot of time left. It's a problem with getting the castle. Whatever. Damage boost. Grab the axe. 8-1. At least this has plenty of enemies. Yeah, I need to review a video that has a nice long bounce combo so that I can see what numbers to put in for it. I was actually trying to figure out the best way to simulate the multiplayer aspect of this for the offline mode. So maybe I could just have it every single time you scroll the screen, spawn in a random enemy, maybe? Hey, and thank you, Axio, for pause for a second. I gotta look over here to see what it actually is, because my own chat client doesn't recognize it. Oh, and I see that was a dime. Very nice. Bounce, 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 bounce. Also, this doesn't stop at 400 seconds either. If I bounce on enough things, it'll actually just keep on building up that time higher and higher. Whoop. Ooh, there we go. Up the staircase. No problem. Oops, right over the top of that. So yeah, fun thing to note. So the stages that are duplicates of each other, they are actually duplicates of each other. There is a difficulty lag. Aww. And it is pretty darn low. I need to put in a stage select so that we can just see what it needs to be. Because I know there's some vanilla levels in here that actually causes problems. The 8-1 looks like you can actually get sprite flicker very easily, even if it's not exactly slowing down. Just all it takes is, more than 8 sprites on a single line that it has to start doing the flicker in order to display all of them, since 8 is the limit. Let's see, let's remove the randomized levels just so that we can go through, and also I think I'll increase the starting time here just so we can go through this a little bit more, maybe target some levels to go to. Let's see, so I just take, let's see, step 1, move that out of the way. I can just close this. Okay, so we want the change starting timer, move that to the disabled folder, and move the random next level to the disabled folder. So now just double click on that, it patches and compiles. Okay, and there we go. Except, okay, come on. Okay, there it goes.
Our favorite number, nice.
Thank you for our favorite number. Okay, so we'll have normal level progression now. Oh, wait. Muscle memory telling me to grab that. I don't need it. See, I can either code in the roulette, or I saw somebody mentioning where maybe just a system where you can just buy the power-ups that you want. That might actually work. Maybe have it be if you press and hold down the select button. Oop. Where'd that come from? Anyway, it doesn't say. Okay, there it is. Took long enough. Sticker arrived way before the message did. Yeah. Maybe I need to see about lowering the bounce height on the fireballs as well, because it seems like they bounce over the top of enemies far more frequently in this than what they did in 35. Whoa! 1-3 hype. That means we'll have to skip the warp zone. Oh well, we're skipping the warp zone. Oh, you want all the secrets, huh? Well, we have a good number of secrets in already. But there's going to be a number of things that don't have any Easter eggs yet. We're going to have to work on adding some more. Eep. Aw. I threw it all away. Come to think of it, I have something else that might be right up your alley. Hold on just 1 minute here. We close this one. We switch folders here. Okay, and make a make a backup copy of this. Copy. Alright, rename this. I'm just going to be modifying some code here real quick. We can actually just open this so we can see what we're doing. So I have a new function, which I actually don't remember the name of, so let's just do a diff on these. Okay. What is this one? This is... Okay, so special startup, right, that's it. Special startup. Okay, so we change that to 0, we change this to okay, we leave that at that. That should do it then. Now we just compile this one instead. Looks good. That doesn't look like it worked. Why you no work? Wow. All right. So actually, if you made the clip, you can go in and delete it yourself too if you want to. Let's see, so why did that not work properly? Let's look back to this here. Level number, store that. Let's see here. I know why that didn't work. Where is the... We also need to change the area number. Yes. So we'll just take the same number, stx. That should actually work, right? Nope, that actually doesn't compile. I know why it doesn't compile. 1, 2, 3. I don't have my automatic fixer here. 1, 2, 3. So let's just delete some data. Okay, yeah. Just delete 3 bytes from here. But that's the wrong one. I know why that's doing that. Okay, one more. Let's go back to the special startup. Yes, special startup. We need to set the area number to be one number higher. Build it. Oh, I can't forget. I need to delete one more byte. Let's pick a byte. Yeah, this one will work. Yeah, because the one with the patches, I have something to automatically pad the ROM out to the correct size, but this one doesn't. Here we go. Now this one should work. Whoa. Oh, and there goes the controller being weird again. I don't even understand on a technical level why the controller would be doing that. I'll just like spontaneously start ignoring a whole bunch of buttons. Okay. See if you want 1-3 hype. This is 1-3 hype. Alternatively, I have the ROM patch version of the game Genie code from the other day. Hey, B-boy, what's going on? It's demonstrating all of the ROM hacking Oh, and there goes the... Alright, what? So if I'm holding... So right now, left and right are working on here. If I hold the B button, it stops. The D-pad stops working. I can hold all four of these with no problem. Yep. Up. Up, up. Up. And there goes some Mario down the pit. Yeah, this thing is completely wonky. Let's see here. Unplug the USB. Replug the USB. But now it's going to refuse to recognize the controller, huh? Config, input, up. I've got to restart. Well, if I'm restarting anyway, that'll give me the opportunity to go over to the other file right here. Huh. Okay, yeah. I think... Yeah, okay, so holding... If I press A, it stops pressing right. Alright, well this obviously isn't going to cut it. I just don't know what's to blame here, the controller or the controller adapter. Oh, so this one is ROM hack, but there's also a Game Genie version of it. It was posted in the Discord. Yeah, here's the adapter. USB on one end, NES on the other end. Now we got the controller. I mean, I'd switch to the NES controller because the SNES controller was being misbehaving. Alright, let's reconfigure the input for the SNES controller then. Grab it here. Up, down, left, right, select, start, B, A. Yeah, when you start pressing buttons, other buttons stop responding. It's very weird. Alright, let's try to make it through our favorite level. Yeah, everything looks... Oh, that was not a running jump. That's the problem with wanting to use real controllers on PC. And to find every single NES controller that I have and test all of them with that adapter. And I did not survive the 6-3 challenge. I was trying to think what I could actually do for the full version of this, and I was figuring maybe 10-minute time limit. You get 1 point for each lap that you successfully make it through 6-3. Dang. All rusty on this one. Haven't been touching it a whole lot since the event. Okay, so you can still make that jump. I'm actually wondering what exactly all I need to change in order to get this thing to behave properly. And when I say properly, I mean as compared to SMB35. Because like there's that place where you come up from the pipe in 1-2, where what I would normally do is just run in a straight line off the side of it and then jump when I touch the ground. And that does not work in this. Oh yeah, a lot of the physics are very different in Mario 35. So now everybody's having to get used to the real physics instead of the 35 version. Oh no. Yeah, I'd say what I should do next then is load up the original version of the game so I can actually explain how the Game Genie version of the all 6-3 all the time code actually worked. So drop this in here. Bring open the cheat window and bring it over here. Let's see, remind myself, where is the... Okay, Discord. Discord's over here. General, scroll up. Okay, so it's that, and that. Okay, so there was 3 different things that I needed to do in order to get the 6-3 code to work properly. So I'm going to go through these one at a time. I'm going to activate the first code and reset. Okay, now we just need to run to the end of the stage real quick. It would have been faster to take the coin cache, wouldn't it? Oops. Also would have been faster not to die either. And sometimes we can't. Uh-oh, why is... Alright, reset. I don't seem to recall pressing the select button, but... So if... Oh, no, good, get down there. So the first code we have is one which changes it so that it never advances to the next stage, so you always stay on the same stage forever. Which I'm hoping that is what this first one does. Otherwise I just got to the flagpole for no real reason. Nope. What is that one then? And why did it not work? Let's try this one in the middle then instead. Refresh. Okay, so the middle code. Okay, now I know. The first code is actually something else. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this one now. So this code, the one I just activated, so this is the middle code out of the trio, the one that starts with IXU. So what it's doing is it is replacing, so there's a level table that specifies which area is actually loaded for each of the different levels. And I'm just replacing the value which tells it to start in 1-1. It tells it to load up the course for 6-3 instead. But as soon as we clear that, it's immediately back to normal again because we only patched the byte for 1-1. So the second code, the one that is the SZO. Oh, and I activated it now and it actually has an effect now. Hey, I found one of the things that Stream Elements does for us. How about that? So yeah, this next code is the one that makes it so that it can never leave the current area. So now if we reset it and we clear 6-3 again, we'll see that we are still in 6-3. By now you will probably have noticed that something is not quite right with 6-3. It is not the 6-3 we are used to. And the reason for that is because even though this is 6-3, you look up at the top, we are still in 1-1, so it never activated the difficulty flag. So all of the platforms are still full-sized. Hey, firework. There we go. 1-2, but it's actually just 6-3 again. Although this is kind of nice with the easy mode, bigger platforms. You can see though during the pulley sections it hits the sprite limit. Yeah, because we get a lot of flicker on those platforms. Yeah, that's what the third code does. The third code forces the difficulty switch to be on, so I just went ahead and turned that on. So now this time through, we have all of the small platforms again. So what you can actually do here, let's see. So first code is difficulty, second code is... Okay, so I'll turn these back off and leave just the difficulty code on. So that way we can escape from this 6-3. So this is actually going to send us to 6-4, but the game thinks it's actually 1-4. But the difficulty switch is forced on, so it's still going to be the more difficult version of the course. Oh. Okay, actually no. Now it's very confused. It put us in 1-2, but it thinks it's 1-4. This is fine though. All we need to do is get to the section where we have the or die repeatedly. That works too. Okay, last life. Grab the mushroom this time. So we get to the section where the elevators are. Hey, base camp Sharon, how's it going? It's demonstrating even more weird stuff, including ROM hacks. This is 1-2 with the difficulty switch set, so all of the elevators are small. I'm going to turn all three of these codes back on real quick though, so you can see what the full effect actually is though. So if we reset the game... Oh my, this is not what the title screen normally looks like. And the reason for that is it's not actually 1-1 at all. It's a completely different stage altogether. Stage we happen to be familiar with. Let's go ahead and run to the end real quick so you can see even more of what the code has to offer. Which is, in fact, that we are trapped in 6-3 forever, unable to escape, no matter how many times we clear it. Ooh, I did not know you could make that jump. Nice. Hey, Skillet Toast, what's going on? I'm going to switch back to the ROM hack in a moment. But first, I'm just showing off these Game Genie codes. I'm gonna paste this in real quick. This is what the codes are that causes this lovely thing to happen. Created from scratch. So if you ever want to play Super 6-3 Brothers, you just put those in, and then that's what you have. Nothing but 6-3 over and over forever. Oh, just don't die though, because it doesn't know where the halfway point is. Yeah. And it puts an end to your challenge. Okay, let's flip back over to... Should be all of them, but I think due to frame rules, it's a subset of all levels. In theory, it should be accessing all of them, but it's just something I need to fix up. Let's see though, let's pull these back out though, and we'll recompile the ROM hack, and we'll go back to that again since we have new people here now. Close that, recompile and launch. So here is the big ROM hack, which is titled 35 minus 34. I said 30 floor. 35 minus 34. Actually, if you do manage to randomly get 8-4 and beat it, it just loads up another level and keeps going. That's part of the whole deleting the axe cutscene. That's one of the effects of it, is that it can never end the game. So you just keep playing until you run out of time or die. But yeah, this is a very large set of patches designed to make the game feel a little bit more like 35. So that includes things like starting with very little time and having to stomp on enemies to make the timer go up. There's no extra lives. If you die, it's game over. See, I moved the camera over so that way Mario stays at the position on the screen that we're used to him being. It has the 35 style power-up system. See, so I took damage and I only dropped down to Super Mario instead of Small Mario. End of level sequences are skipped. That was not good. So we have a... Oh, what just happened there? I went off the top of the screen and took damage? Oh, the spiny was going down the hole, wasn't it? And I wrapped around and hit it. Well, just have to get out of here. Run for it. Beep. Come on, run. I don't have any coin roulette programmed in. That's actually kind of awkward because there's no POWs either. Oh no. Well, it looks like this run is going to die shortly. You know what, I could probably program that in real quickly, at least a ghetto version of it without the POWs. So that's the main problem with that, is I know how to... Yep, ran out of time. Time up. Game over. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna close that too. Is this the right file for this? This is not the right file for this. Okay, let's switch files here. This will be my... Okay, so let's look for the pause code. So I know that it refers to a constant for the... oh yeah, can I shrink this over a little bit? Yeah, there we go. Word wrap will be a bit of a problem though. Alright, well, let's look for, what is it called? Start button? Yeah, there we go. So here's all the constants for the individual buttons. So if we just search for start button, that'll find the pause code. Let's see, this is the... Is this the right one? What is this? This is check start. Pause. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I would have to implement a POW from scratch. So it's kind of the thing. Let's see. I don't remember what sound effect did POWs use. I have to do a lot of studying of the videos of gameplay in order to figure it out. Clear pause timer, game pause status. Yeah, I think that this actually is the section responsible for well, you know, there's that code, that the Game Genie code that makes it so that every time you throw a fireball, it hits every single enemy on the screen at the same time. I could probably just look at what that code does and turn it into a patch. But yeah, all of this through here. Whoops, that scrolled way too much. Alright, let's use the arrow buttons instead of the scroll bar. Small? Don't know what you mean, but yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I think that well, I don't remember now what it did. Basically, in the first place, I need to figure out what actually. Oh, well, it's actually pretty jank the way all of this works. It's like up at the top there is a list of constants which are offsets, and every single time it needs to access anything, it loads the starting memory address of the where the enemies are stored, and then it does some weird voodoo ASM that I don't completely understand yet, but I am picking up more and more of this as I read it. But it does some weird stuff in order to access the values. But as for this right here, though, let's see. Start pause timer. Okay, so this right here then is where it actually changes the pause. Branch not equal exit pause. So where does it play the sound? Branch not equal set pause. Store game pause status. Alright. Well, first things first, I need to copy this into a patch file. Let's just see if we can make it give you a power-up whenever you press the start button. Figuring out how to actually do all the stuff for yeah, it's a bit much to copy, but whatever, it's fine. File smvdis.asm. Let's see, so the important thing was game pause status. So right here it is loading the accumulator with the pause status, and then it's performing an AND on it to get the relevant bit, and then it's branching to exit pause. Let's go down a bit here. This is actually kind of too big to fit everything. So it kind of falls down into here. Oh, here it is. Set pause sound effects cue for next pause mode. Okay, so that's why I couldn't find it. There's actually a whole pause sound cue which is separate. So the way this normally works is whenever it wants to play a sound effect, it pushes a specific value for the sound effect into the appropriate sound effect cue, and then the music engine actually plays the sound effect. Yep, sounds like a good sign here. There goes that hydrate. See, I think step one here is that I actually just want to try to we gotta add a whole bunch of equals signs in here. Alright, are we in victory mode? So go ahead, pause timer, game mode, pause, load, game engine, for 3, exit pause. Okay. Actually, this entire top part is irrelevant, so so we'll copy this, and I guess I had to move this over to here for the time being as well. I actually wrote my own patching program, and so the format for it is just first line is a comment, specifies which file is going to be patched, and then equals represents lines that are present in the original version and in the patched version. Minus represents line to remove. Plus represents line to insert. So just for simplicity's sake, I think the first thing that I want to do is, let's just modify this so that the pause button doesn't do anything. So that was at, okay, check start. We load the joypad 1 bits, we end it with the start button. Okay. Yeah, oh yeah. CLR pause timer. Right, okay, yeah. Because you can't just press the start button as fast as you can. It has a time limit before it will unpause the game again. So that's what it's checking for right there. So let's actually just insert a, not a B and E, but a jump. So jump to exit pause. So now we'll just back out here and see if that has the desired effect. And if it does, then we know we have found something good. Yeah, perfect. So you can see from the input display that the start button is no longer pausing the game. Boink. Da 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 da. So I have not ever heard of that expression either. So yeah, I can't help you with that one. Okay, let's see. Next thing then, I think, so I have another patch here that, let me find my patches folder again. Actually, I should just leave this open on the second monitor like that. Okay, so now this way I can have the build link and the patches and have easy access to all of them. Where is, let's see, I'm just going to, okay. Oh, and this is the patch which changes it so that when you gain an extra life, instead of gaining an extra life, you gain 20 coins. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it and change it to remove 20 coins instead of giving 20 coins. Yeah, it's quite weird the way this works. So a lot of the stuff, a lot of the numbers in SMB1 are binary coded decimal, BCD. So they use single byte per digit. So like the score is like 6 digits or something like that. The timer is 3 digits. What's actually weird is that even though only 2 digits are displayed, the coin counter is actually like 5 digits long or something like that. Because there's actually 2 separate memory locations. So you got the 5 memory addresses for the individual digits, even though only 2 are used, and then you have a separate byte which is used to actually keep track of your coin count. And whenever that reaches 100, it resets that to 0 and gives you an extra life. And then they don't need to do anything else to the on-screen coin display because it only displays the 2 digits as soon as you hit 100 or 200 or 300, etc. It displays 00 again. Alright, let me... Whoop. Click on this and... Oh, okay. Oh, in the file name. Oh, okay. In that case, that T port would actually probably mean that it is a Portuguese language translated patch. So if it was like T hyphen ENG, like it would be, for example, a Japanese game that was translated into English. Okay, flip back over to this. Okay. But yeah, this is a lot of work here, though. So you have to specify how much you want to adjust the digit. Let's see, so in this case we're adding 2, so we want to actually subtract 2, so I think that, let's see, so 0 is 0, and this uses 2's complement, so FF would be -1, FE should be -2. Or did that use, I have no idea whether it uses uppercase or lowercase when specifying. We'll just do lowercase, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, very nice. Thank you, and you're welcome across the board for everybody for coming together and making that happen. Okay, so all the rest of this is actually going to be fine. We just copy and paste this whole thing in here. Actually, as is. Okay, so we had, where did I insert that line? Right here, that exit pause. Okay, so we paste that in here. Oh, and this is another syntax that I have. Instead of having a plus in front of every single line, I can do plus 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 open brace, and then as many lines as I want to be inserted, and then plus 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 close brace. So that's kind of easier way of specifying a whole lot of stuff. I don't think I have a triple equals syntax, though. I'd have to look at the code for the patcher again. But anyway, let's save this real quick, and we will build that again and see if that works. Whoop. Well, it works, but it wrapped around. Da, 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 da. Collect a few coins, so this is so what I need to figure out next then is how to detect what the current coin count is and only allow the function to execute if you have 20 coins or more, so that it doesn't wrap around into a very large number. Okay. Oh, that's kind of weird, actually. Why is that not? So I very specifically collected enough coins in order for that to be do we have enough time to make it out of here? Let's try.
Oh, yes. Now Evie is doing the crazy ROM hacking. Okay, 18. Maybe a couple more, but need more time as well. Alright, we're going down the pipe. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Alright, so there's 20 coins. I press start. That works. But as soon as it doesn't work properly when it borrows. Or maybe the problem is actually because it wrapped around in the first place. Ooh, so I need to grab as many coins as possible real quickly. Okay.
And I also desperately need other methods of defeating enemies to add time as well. Alright, so this is 35 coins, and I shouldn't grab that star because hitting things with a star doesn't. Alright, so that's 40. Actually, no, I need more than 100. gonna speedrun this. Try to get coins. I need... Wow, look at that. Yeah, don't ever see. Of course, twice in a row. I must have wrapped the queue already, huh? Not enough time, not enough time. Alright, for debugging purposes, I think the first thing I need to do is freeze that timer. Alright, 20. Also, maybe make a button I can press to... Actually, we know where these values are in memory. I could just poke the values I want. Alright, 4-2. Oops. Oh, and I just sat here pressing that. Ah, oh, nuts. Coin from enemies. Anyway, let's actually make use of some more debug features here. Let me just hide this one real quick. Not that one. Oops. Yeah, tries to pause, loses all my money. Yeah. Okay, get rid of that one. So we have... Okay, so we're going to bring back the debugger here. So we're going to have the RAM watch. Okay. Now I just need to go back to the top of the... Yeah. Go back up to the top here so we can find our memory addresses. So what we want... remember it was called like something... Display timer? No. Timer... A whole lot of timers in the game. Okay, game timer display is at 07F8. So we will add 0758 to the memory watch. Call it... Actually, it doesn't matter because it only goes up to... Check this real quick. Alright, change... No, well, that doesn't help me very much. Alright, add... It's nice to have an add cheat button that doesn't actually do anything. Or did it actually... Oh, it did actually put it in here. Okay. I would have actually rather been... Okay, go to hex editor. Delete. I want to go to the hex editor directly from this window. 09. Okay, at least that worked. And now we can... I should just do this. 9. Update. Okay, so now that's going to forever be a 9. Sounds like a good plan there. Give me plenty of hydrate since I'm going to be talking my way through this stuff so much, huh? Okay, so we have timer that never runs out, and now we need the coins. The coins. Score and coin display? No. Where is that going to be located? Back over to... No, not here. I should have... Okay. Coin tally offsets. Let's see, where is that? Definition. O17 and 1D. Okay, so 17 is going to be player 1, so let's actually just go there. X editor. Where did I put that? Here's the X editor. Jump to this. Press start. Let's do this a whole bunch too. Move this off so that I can see it for a second. Now I'm looking through this trying to find the place where the value is changing when I press the start button. Maximize it. I don't see it. I see the location where the 749 745. Actually, that would work. Control F. 07 04 05 00. Scrolling the hex editor really lags the thing. Okay, whoops. Well, found the location I'm interested in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's actually 6. Okay. Get rid of all of those. So change this real quick to 197531975319753197531. Okay, so now why is it misbehaving itself? Change this to a smaller number yet again. Okay, and then lastly, change that. Let's collect 10 coins real quick. Actually, I could have gotten that as well. Yeep. Oh, okay. Alright. So, perfect. So, 420. So I press pause, and 20 coins goes away. I press pause again, 10 coins goes away. So it really does not like borrowing. Well then, what does the hacker in me say to do? The hacker in me says instead of taking away 20, take away 10 twice. Let's bring this back up. Okay. Let's go to FF. I wonder if we can just jump to the digits math routine twice in a row, or if we have to set up all the registers first. So we're just going to try that. Build that again. Let's put this back up so it looks nicer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 8, 6, 5, 2, 2, 1, 0. Nope. Nope. Looks like it's only taking away 10. So even if we call that twice, it does not work. So there we go. We set up all the parameters and we execute that twice. Try it now. Hey, there we go. We got a winner. 86420, 86420, 86420, 86420. Yes. Take it away. All the math consequence. Okay, next thing is we gotta figure out whether or not the coin count is greater than 20. Which is slightly complicated here because we have... let's see, I guess all we really need to do is check this digit. If this digit is greater than or equal to 20, then continue. Otherwise, check to see if this digit is greater than or equal to 1. Otherwise, check to see if this digit is greater than or equal to 1. And that should work just fine. Oop. So many windows. That's just what happens. You get a bajillion windows open when you're doing this kind of stuff. Not safe. Carry borrow. Yeah, so we can't use any of the nice built-in things because of this being split up and stored in separate digits instead of being stored in a single byte. But if it's stored in a single byte, it can only go up to 255. But wow, that's impressive. I can't imagine going after Koopalings in the frog suit. Still working on the no-hit challenge at the same time, or how did you end up in that situation? It's kind of scary too, going through the whole airship in the frog suit. Alright, so... oh, but where was this actually located? See, I don't know how... what happens here? Digit modifier +4. Coin tally. Alright, where was this actually located? I need to know how to get to the address where the coins are actually located. Actually, I could simplify this greatly, because right now it's still set up to have... yeah, what would be nice is if this actually specified... so basically that was all that this function was designed to do, was to increase a number and carry the digits over, or to subtract one number at a time, because this is used for giving you coins, it's used for taking time away, it's also used for adding score. So the digit modifier is how it specifies which of the digits it's going to be modifying. And then, let's see, and then it would be the Y register has the location. So here, what is it actually doing here? It is loading Y, so it's loading from coin tally offsets indexed by X, and X is the current player. Alright, so using pointers in C and C++ is bad enough. Now you're doing this with weird individual opcodes. Okay, that's going to be one of the things I do, is I'm going to go through here and rip out the current player variable entirely, just because the entire point of this is so that it can put the coins into the correct location for whichever player is currently playing, whether it's Mario or Luigi. It's actually kind of weird what happens when you die. So at the very top, it has all of the memory addresses located for all of the values that are unique to each player. So it has one set, so it has like area number, world number, level number, and lives. Then there's a second set of variables which the people commenting on the disassembly decided to call off-screen area number, off-screen lives, and so on. So whenever you die, it has a transpose players function, which just takes the two locations in memory and it swaps all the values around. So now the on-screen player becomes the off-screen player, and the off-screen player becomes, on-screen player. So it actually is shuffling the two players around instead of actually having it do this. Actually, I don't know why it does it this way here, and the coin tally offsets isn't just coin tally and off-screen coin tally. Oh, hey there, Sir Axl Rose. I was demonstrating the ROM hack tonight. Let me fire this one up real quick. Yeah, here we go. So as an attempt to make this feel more like SMB 35, it's like a whole bunch of little things that I've done to it already that makes it feel more like what 35 felt like. Just for debugging purposes, at the moment I have basically an unlimited timer, but it normally actually starts at a much lower value than that. Let's grab this real quick. So as one of the things that I've changed is the power-up behavior, so that so you go from firepower down to super. Oh, thank you for the drive-by, Neurotica. Yep, sure did. In fact, I can go ahead and get to the end of this real quick. Also, you can see 35 had higher bounce off enemies, so I got that put in there. I'll try to find my patch file for that so you can see what I actually did. But yeah. I also deleted the castle cutscene as well, so immediately as soon as Bowser falls into the lava, it jumps to the next. Oh yeah, and I also have random courses, but I believe that the frame rule might be interfering with it. Yeah, good night, Neurotica, and I'll see you later. Yeah, it's taking the frame counter and taking the first 2 bits off of that and using that for the level number, and it's taking the next 3 bytes after that and using that for the world number. So I think I need to change it so that immediately as soon as you touch the flagpole, it stores the current frame counter and then refers to it when it's actually time to do the level change, because otherwise I think that it can only actually land on frame rules. I haven't changed warp zones yet though, so they still use default behavior. Yeah, that puts some more player randomness in. I don't know, it's kind of the thing is that if you can complete a stage with perfect frame timing, then it will consistently send you to the same stage every single time. So maybe just count the number of input changes in general, so as long as you don't do identical inputs and touch the flagpole on the exact same frame roll every time, then that could probably work. Oh no. Yeah, no lives, instant game over. Coin counter is expanded to 4 digits because you don't get 1-ups. Also changed so that 1-up mushrooms give you 20 coins just like they do in SMB 35. So what I did to get the extra bounce height off of enemies is actually It's not accurate, but I kind of like how simple it was. So just whenever you bounce, it after it finishes doing all its other things, it jumps to the subroutine which handles A button presses. So it acts as if you hit the jump button again. Of course, the problem with that means that you do have variable jump height when you bounce off of enemies based on what your X speed is. It also doesn't quite bounce as high as what it did in SMB 35, so might need to poke a few extra values in there in order to get it to increase the limit on the jump height. What I tried doing at first was just changing the number of what it sets your Y speed to so that it would give you a greater velocity. The problem with that is that it sends you flinging up way too high into the air, like way too fast is the problem, instead of being a nice smooth small. Actually, that is one of those things that I will have to fix as well, since that was definitely not something that you could do in SMB 35. Yeah, I know how that... Actually, come to think of it, what would probably be better is just at the start of every area, when it loads the next level, have it check to see what the player state is, and then force write the correct value into the player size variable. That would probably be a nice, easy way of handling that, because you would take the damage and then it would automatically correct the player size to the right state on the next stage. Yeah. Let me just do this real quick too, so you can see all of the behavior for power-ups as was set up in 35. Let's go over to here and let the flower out of the box real quick. So in 35, if you've already let the flower out of the box, but you take a hit, it still sends you back to fire when you grab it. As well as it requiring 2 hits. Oh, I was inside his hitbox when it went off the screen. Yeah, 2 hits to get all the way down to small from super. Oh, yeah. And this is me getting ready for the coin roulette, item roulette. So every time I hit start, it takes away 20 coins. It's just I don't have the check coded in yet to make sure you have at least 20 coins before it does this. Let's try to figure out how I would actually have to do this. This did require some hackery though, since the where is it? Okay, there it is. Since the digits math routine apparently does not handle subtracting values greater than 1 properly. Because if I have like 100 coins and I hit start, then it goes to 90. But if I hit start a second time, it goes from 90 to 70. So it is capable of subtracting 20 at a time properly. It's just that if it borrows from the column to the left, it does not do the right thing. So what I did as a ghetto workaround is I just subtract 10 2 times. And that achieves the desired effect. As you can see, it goes from 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, 48. So you see it actually counts down the coins properly. I was just trying to figure out what the logic needs to be here for this to work properly. So it's probably just check the tens digit if it's greater than or equal to 2, continue. Otherwise, check the hundreds column, and if it's greater than or equal to 1, continue. And then check the thousands column, and if it's greater than or equal to 1, continue. And I think that would handle that properly. Let's see, let me flip back here real quick so I can just go over the list of patches real quick. So I have the patch for the SMB35 power-up behavior. I have one for adding seconds to the timer from stomping on enemies. I have the camera adjustment, which puts Mario a third of the way into the screen instead of in the middle of the screen. Changing the coin display to 4 digits. Changing the starting timer. Not sure what you mean by that. Is that the name of a specific technique? Let's restart this real quick and let's try to get some chains going here. So I don't know about that one. This kind of depends on the... it still has the same must be moving down, so positive Y velocity requirement in order to actually bounce off of stuff. Focus one. And an easier level select so we can jump to specific things that we want to demo without having to edit the file here. Let me see if I can find this and show this to you. If it would help me bounce jump. Okay, so that's literally all I did. Well, there's a little bit more to this than that, but after the STA player Y speed, I just added a JSR init.js. Maybe I can find out how many extra bytes I have available right now. Oh, I just leaving the mapper alone. It's just using whatever the default is, so I'm just deleting stuff to make room for more code. Like the entire thank you Mario, but our princess is another castle sequence. I can just delete all of that and free up the space from that. I can remove the fireworks since they're not needed. And I can also remove the music data for the like both the ending theme and the usual oh well, you get the idea. It's kind of like brain.exe has stopped working. Let's see here. If I go into this folder, we can compare the sizes on these. Oh, another one? Okay, sounds good to me. There we go, thank you. Yeah, there's probably some code in here that could easily be optimized. I don't know. Kind of like not at a level yet to be able to recognize that, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be using anyway, so might as well just delete it. Alright, and grab calculator. 768 minus 159. So as of right now, I have 609 bytes available for additional code. But yeah, it was one of the first patches that I threw on here, was just one that went through and removed all of the unused bytes that they had commented as being unused bytes. Yeah, I don't know enough about actually coding with mappers yet to switch to something with more than one bank. And at this point I don't really need it yet anyway, so just try to work in the limitations first. Yeah. Well, we can actually figure that out and close this real quick. Digits math routine. Let's see, so a single call to digits. Well, yeah, in this case, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it looks like it takes 14 bytes to call digits math routine a single time. So if I could actually put this in a loop somehow, that might be a little bit better than doing this, but okay, so we had that. So I had the patches open, didn't I? Oh, over here on this monitor, right. Oh yeah, I also save a bit of space. I still have more places to yank stuff out, but any code that's in there specifically for 2-player mode, I can modify it to just support single player instead. And I use one of my, so I did have the ability to match stuff on a regular expression, so everything between setup victory mode and exit messages was removed along with the post axe grab sequence. So let's see if I can find the original. Oh, yes. Original, no, not that one, where I need the original, there we go, original. So we just jump to setup victory mode. We can figure out how many lines of code that was that came out. Okay, so everything between line 11, 34, and 1227. A lot of this stuff I had up and running within just a couple of hours. These comments are decently good, that as well as these function names. So some of this stuff is a bit wonky, like Control F for floaty. So FLOATEY, that controls all of the little numbers that go floating up the screen as you jump on enemies and stuff. So this up here is where the tiles are actually stored for each of the different points values. So it's got 100, 200, 400, 5, 8, and then 1000, 2, 4, 5, 8, and then lastly the tiles for the 1-up display. Then the second table down here actually shows the, let me find the patch for that again real quick. Jump. Where is it? I need to remember. Okay, enemy bounce jump, that's it. Yeah, so the rest of the, come on, dock to the thing, okay. So the rest of this is just modifying it so it doesn't play the jump sound every time you bounce off of an enemy. So you can look for set player's vertical speed to give bounce, or set player's vertical speed for bounce. These are the two different places where it had it. So you see it does LDA FD for the first one and LDA FC for the second one. Oh, we don't need this anymore. Let's go ahead and clean that up. So basically, immediately following the STA player Y speed. Is where you put in the JSR init.js. And this extra line is just because I added a no jump sound flag, which it skips over loading the sound effect. So that way you get the proper bounce sound, because otherwise the jump routine will play the regular jump sound effect whenever you bounce off of anything. Yes, I do want to save because I made changes to it that I actually wanted to save. How about that? Make sure that actually still compiles. Yep, looks good. So in the meantime, let's see if I can figure out how to actually modify the other thing so that it does not execute unless you have 20 coins or more. I still have the... yes, I do. Okay. Let's see here. So, all right. Now it's still left trying to figure out how do we locate the correct location for the coins. Okay, flip back over to here. Okay, so coin tally offsets. First off, I need to figure out how exactly does this match up with the ow. Something suddenly take a running jump right into my open eyeball here. Possibly an eyelash, I don't know. Okay, so reminder that coin tally offsets is here. 1.7 or 1D. So it's either going to be 1.7 or 1D depending on which player it is. But when I looked at that, it didn't look like that was where it was actually located. Look at that in the hex editor real quick. Alright, so 9980, but we know it's got 2 extra digits, so it's going to be 999980. So the first byte of this is located at 07E9 in memory, and the last byte of this is located at 07EE in memory. Player coin tally offsets. Looks like the digit modifier has something to do with this too. Or I can just say to heck with it and hard code the memory address directly. So 07ED, notepad real quick so I can write this down. 07ED is the tens, then EC is the hundreds, and EB is the thousands. Okay. Obviously I want to change this to use constants later, but Yeah. Right, coin roulette. So step 1, oops, LDA, load tens column, CMP with 2. And now I'm going to have to look up the CMP instruction in order to see what flags exactly will be set here. Do that for a minute. CMP. Okay. So carry flag is set if A is greater than or equal to M. Close down some of my patches here that aren't needed. So compare to 2. Okay. So that would be so BCS, right? Branch if carry is, actually no, what was that again? Whoops. Through that one real quick. If A is greater than M. So I actually want to branch if carry is clear to what would we have here? We had print status bar numbers, exit pause. I wonder if I can get to exit pause from here and just reuse that for the time being. All right. Check tens. Just repeat this 3 times before each digit. Hundreds, thousands. Okay, this was C and this one was B. See if I did this right or if it's completely broken. Well, start button is definitely not doing anything. Now let's collect some coins. Oops. Fortunately, we have the mushroom nice and conveniently closed. Or close. Okay, 23. Press start. Nothing happens. Right. Because I'm checking all 3 of these. I only want to check the other 2 if the first one fails to be set. Okay, so now that I know what I messed up here, what here is a new label which we will call roulette success. Let's kill it for a second. So wait, no. Almost reached over and hit the close button on OBS. This is not what I want. Okay, so we have a new label, roulette success. Okay, one more time. If A is greater than or equal to M. Well, it is nice. And other times you don't. I guess this was what the nice part is of me only doing little small bits at a time and testing them. Because if you made this whole big old thing, you'd be like, oh hell, what did I get wrong? And then you have to go searching forever. Okay, so now, and one more time. Carry is set if A greater than or equal to M. Okay, so if accumulator is greater than or equal to 2, then we branch if carry is set to roulette success. We just do the same thing to both of these. Immediately under this, though, we do want to have a jump. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I hit it and it popped up and it warned me about it. Okay, now we jump to exit pause. Okay, so logic should now be we check tens. If tens is greater than or equal to 2, then we jump to roulette success. Or if the 100s is greater than or equal to 1, we jump to roulette success. Or if the 1000s is greater than or equal to 1, we jump to roulette success. But if all of these fail, then we jump to exit pause, and it bypasses it. You know, that's the biggest thing that messes with me trying to code to this is, okay, you got your if statement, but if you want to have an else statement, nope, you gotta... Ah, nice. Hydrate myself here. Actually, that's another thing. So you would probably have to go and look at some SMB35 videos in order to truly understand it. The way collisions work in that is vastly different. Like there were situations where you could be standing next to a Goomba and you could jump and it would still register damage to the Goomba. So I get the feeling that collisions were based more on relative Y positions than on Y speed in that game. But I don't know, it's difficult to say now, and that's not something that we ever could have tested with like tasks or anything like that, and now it's gone entirely, so no way to do any science now. Actually, I suppose it would be nice if somebody could dump the SMB35 application off of their Switch and disassemble it just so that we could look at the code for the physics just to see what it does. CA65. Let's see, what am I using? I am using the thing that was linked to in one of the first comments. Back out here, where is the script for that? Tool. Okay, so it was the BADASSM.py, so the Python script. I tried using NES ASM, and it will not compile it. It complains about missing arguments on all of the ASLs, and like all of the shifts and the rotates and all of that, because it doesn't include the A. Third door trick. I actually not tried that, so I don't know. Oh, that's right, though. We were supposed to be testing this, weren't we? Recompile that. So start does nothing. Just run for the mushroom. I need to look for some more tools, really. Start button. Still not doing anything. That is 21 coins. $34. Start is still not working. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. It's looking at memory address 2 and memory address 1, not comparing it to the literal value. Okay, start still doing nothing. Yeah, see, that's another thing that messes with me. This is just jank. Old school syntax. Start. Okay. Okay, but now we need to try it with other values as well, don't we? Just to make sure that it works. So obviously I'm not going to run around here for all day, just poke these different values. So, quick reminder, 07 EB, EC, and ED. G 07 EB 0001. Okay, so start by putting in 1,000. Actually, I would be happier with, oops, not like that, 999 coins. And then we'll just collect one coin to get it to update display. Okay, so start. So that worked. Still working. Drain all those coins and boom. Okay, doesn't do anything there. So it looks like we got it successfully working. Fantastic. Next, I'd say next, let's just go for a basic power-up buy system, where if you're small, pushing start buys you a mushroom. If you're large, it buys you a flower, and if you have flower, it buys you a star. So let's see, somewhere else here I already have, let me get to it this way. Just as a reminder, I have the code for changing the power-up behavior, just so I can, okay. And I copied and pasted this a lot. Let's search for that. Check for power-up. Yeah, I'm going to need to edit the graphics for that as well, because it needs to display the number of seconds that it gave you, because it's supposed to give you more seconds the bigger the jump combo is. We need to modify a few other things though, because I think the maximum jump combo that you can get in that is greater than the number of jumps required to get a 1-up. Just the legs here, and time for round 2. Okay. Where'd the... I don't see Notepad++ anymore. Alright, well, just dive into it with... Oh, and there it is, all of a sudden. What happened to it? Who knows? Control F4, check power-up type. Okay, power-up, object, handler. Let's see, that's not going to work, obviously. Okay, how exactly does this work here? Offset in enemy object buffer. I haven't looked at any of this part of it yet. Object offset, enemy state +5. Exit. Right, shift. Grow the power up. A weird subroutine name or label name. Okay, timer control. What is a timer control for in this context? Is there a minimum length of time that has to pass before you can actually touch the power up or something? Run PU subs, I guess short for power up. LDA power up type. Let's see, the main thing I need to know here is... Actually, I guess I don't, do I? I just need to insert a new label. Where does it check power-up type? Yeah, I'll just add a label before the part where it actually checks the type of the power-up. See, it's like LDA timer control, and then BNE, so branch not 0 to run PU subs. Where is that at? That's all the way down here. Oh, is this to make sure that the movement of it doesn't start before it's come out of the box, if it's a mushroom or a star or whatever? Because when it jumps down to... Well, actually, no. If it jumps down to here, then would it not be testing for collisions or what? Bounding box. Draw power up. Okay, the collision happens down here. This is the wrong section, isn't it? I'm actually looking in a different... We want handle power up collision. Erase enemy objects. No, we definitely don't. Will this do the right thing or not? I don't know. I don't know what value needs to be set. Of course I can find out. Let's jump to erase enemy object. Okay. Let's zero into accumulator. Enemy flag X. Okay, so excuse me. So X needs to be set to the well, we don't really want it to kill any power-up that's already on the screen, do we? We just want it to create the same effect as if you had collected one. So we will go ahead and insert a label. Let's see, where this was power up collision, and okay, and power up collision. Okay, we'll just insert this in between setup floaty number and SFX power up grab. Okay, back to not this one, the roulette. Also need a second patch location here so we can insert this. So plus manual roulette item give. I mean, hey, if it doesn't have a limit on number of characters, then we might as well use a whole bunch of them since this is a global name state, huh? Or namespace, rather. Yeah. Okay, so we're back down to here. So we have successfully checked for the number of coins. Okay, and then we have... I need more comments in here. We have removed our 10 coins twice. We've updated our status bar. Okay, so finally, down here... actually, no, not jump, JSR, right? JSR. Ooh, and I'm getting tabs inserted in here. That's not good. I need to do a grep for tabs and make sure that's all spaces. Okay, so what we need to set up before this is the power-up type, which needs to be based on the player state. Yeah, so quick reminder for myself what the names of this stuff is. It's actually, this should just be LDA player status. Oh boy. Yeah, I can imagine. Alright, let's see. This actually should work, shouldn't it? LDA player status STA power-up type. Let's just try this as is and see what happens. Okay, build. Nope. Nope, that made it angry. Let's put this over here and see what it's complaining about. Line 10978. I didn't put the colon at the end of the label. At least that wasn't too difficult to find. Try building again. Nope, still not happy. Oops. Run this one so I can actually read it. Come on. Okay. Branch is too far away. Line 841. Alright, which one is 841 then? Oh, there it is. It's like, it's weird. It seems like if I like minimize this, it ends up going to the wrong monitor. And what is that? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Go away. So it was, what was that, 741 that I said was the problem? 741. What? Oh, 841. LG 841. Aha, yep, that definitely is too far away. Okay, so now we just go back up to the top. So this is the problem with this. You can only have, so the different branch instructions, it only has a single byte for the offset, so you cannot jump more than 128 bytes backwards or 127 bytes forwards. I guess if I was using a better assembler, would it automatically insert jump instructions for me if it was too far away? That would be a lot nicer than what I'm about to do here. Yeah, all the way up here. Because I inserted all of this junk. He doesn't know what to do now. Yep, that is correct. But if it was a nicer assembler, would it automatically insert a jump instruction like every so often along the way? Or rather just have it be like branch to a jump, otherwise branch over it kind of thing? Of course, that would end up generating a whole lot of extra instructions. So maybe it would be better if I did this instead. Let's take all of this stuff that I added out of here. Change this to be a plus JSR to the roulette. Then down here underneath exit pause. Okay. Be any newly pull, jump target. Yeah. I think this would probably work too, though, because I'm only inserting a JSR up here in the existing code, and I'm just putting the new code down at the bottom. Let's see if that works, though. Looks happy to me. Oops. Hey, this looks happy too. Okay, so I'm just going to skip all this and go straight to the 1-up mushroom. Got it. And we press start. Hey! Now I need another 20 coins. Or, let's just start over. Grab the first mushroom, grab the 1-up mushroom. And
Our favorite number. Nice.
And thank you for our favorite number. Alright, there we go. Mushroom. And look at that. Oh yeah. Alright. Now we just need to get both power-ups and see if it gives us the star or if it does something else wonderful and different. Okay. Alright, here it goes. Oh yes. Awesome. Exactly. Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? So, oh, hey. Yeah. Actually, is it a separate state or is it just? Well, we just need enough coins. Hex editor. Anyway, heck yeah. Hey, Possum Play Diana. How's it going tonight? So what we are doing here is we are trying to make SMB1 feel more like SMB35. So let me just run through some of the stuff here real quick so you can see stuff I've already got working. I got taller bounce off enemies. I'll grab this, but we'll go over here so you can see that we have the 35. Oops. Oh well, this works too. We've got 35 style power-up behavior. So let's just let this out of the box. So first hit makes me become super. Second hit makes me small. If I touch the flower while small, it still takes me directly to fire. So we get this jump combo in, makes the time go up. And then let me jump to the section here real quick. Well, let's get it closer to done. Actually, wasn't he one of the people that commented saying that he thought that a system where you just bought your power-ups instead of spinning roulette would be better? Anyway, I want to give myself coins. Now, I think that the star is a timer instead of a state. Okay, anyway, I want to jump to that memory location one more time. Coin roulette. 07 ED. Okay, Control J. Where'd it go? Oh wait, is that? No, it's Control G. Yes. Up here. Okay, so that's 2 coins. Let's give myself 1,000 coins to play with again. Grab one more coin just to fix up the. There we go, 1,003 coins. Boing, 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 boing. Okay, so we got star. Okay, so it just restarts the star. Okay, no problem. Go 5-3. Oop. So we can actually do the bounce off of the Koopa paratrooper there. Yeep. Aw. No lives. Instant game over. Getting all the shinies. Oh, that is too much fun. Need to go for a castle at some point. Yeah. I think I do need to fix that. Because what I think is that you grab the flagpole. Yeah, does that power up? Yeah, we'll have to figure out something different for the enemy situation due to the sprite and object limitation. Not sure what exactly. I guess we could just have a smaller enemy cap or something. Or maybe just have it, everybody's playing the same game and just trying to survive till the end. Have it make the timer faster and faster. Yeah, I think the frame rule is limiting which courses we can actually land on. First thing I'd like to do, though, just kind of right off the bat, just to get some more enemies on here. Actually, everything's moved around, so Pig Pog wouldn't work. Oh, you know what? I hadn't even thought of that. It's been sitting here this whole time. So I have Pogs from the 90s still. I got down the box that all the Pogs are in, and I went and looked through all of them. And I found this. It is a literal pig pog. That is all. Let's see. We can actually find out what Pigpog does and make changes to this real quick. Make a patch for it so it actually will have the same effect in this. Let me find the vanilla. Yeah. Where's the vanilla? Vanilla original. Yeah, it's this folder. Okay. Just load that. Yeah, I'm sure. Let's see. Get somebody to draw a pig for me, and then we can make it be round, and then it'll be a pig pog. Go back to our other scene here. Okay, so not this though. I need to restore the original source in this folder real quick. Mine, original, copy, original, paste, yes. Build it. Okay. Do I have multiples of these? Oh. Alright, this is because Game Genie. Okay. Whoops. Turn off our Game Genie. Yeah, this one had the Game Genie code on it for nothing but 6-3 over and over again. There it is. Normal again. Okay. So, open cheats window. Pigpog is 9C41. Let's see. Debugger. Like, okay, I'll have to do it like this. OBS and re-hide that one. Okay. Seek program counter to 9C41. Yeah, there it is. So I just go back over here and turn on the code, and that changes it from STAOOEA to EOREAY. Okay. So I like this stuff, how you can actually like turn. Well, apparently, let's look it up in the look it up in here real quick. Find $51. Yeah, exclusive or indirect Y. Yeah, I love that though, how you can actually turn the cheats on and off, and then you can just kind of like click on the debugger, like poke it with a stick, and it'll update the disassembly right then. Okay, so we just need to, whoops, update that line. EA. So you said it was enemy data high. Okay, so we just look for that. I need the. All right, Notepad++ wandering off on me again. It's ending up on different windows every time I look for it again. Yeah, here we are. And just quick double check, make sure that matches. That LDY, LDA, CLC, ADCTY. Yep, the instructions match. So that is the line right there. Let's make sure this is the only time this is used. Okay, good. This is the only time that it does an STA, enemy data high. That'd be handy, actually. Wouldn't do the Control F on it. Let's see. Yeah, if it has all the same labels and comments as this one, then that might be handy. Let's see, somewhere on here I have the. I'll paste the link. This would be one. Yeah, what I have is just the very topmost result on Google. So this is the one I got. So you could also do this too if you wanted to. Either way works. Okay. In the meantime, though, back to the debugger so we can see what that was. EOR that, comma Y. Just copy these and make a new patch. Back to the patches folder. I'm just going to name the file pigpog. This will be dis.asm. Oh, and how many spaces was that? Okay, just copy the spaces and paste them. Okay, looks good. Minus that, plus that, save. Go back to my folder, build it. Opcode, don't understand. Okay, 4161. 4161. So this assembler actually does not understand that syntax. Well, in that case, I don't know what this is actually supposed to look like instead. If we get rid of that. Yeah, it'll be interesting for me to look at. I'd have to like rewrite every single one of my patches if I wanted to use it as the main, but it would be a good reference, I think. When flipping back and forth between the debugger. Freaking opcode, don't understand. Does it not recognize opcodes if they're capitalized? I guess that makes sense. This is a really jank assembler. Yeah, I need a definitely need a. Okay, yeah, nice. Same thing over there. Yes. I need a better assembler too, so anything that will work with this file would be helpful. Alright, I don't actually, oh, I see what the problem was maybe. Yeah, it doesn't like that. No, go away. Oh. Or this is what the problem was, maybe. Let's keep trying things until it works. Okay. Okay, good, good. Alright, so let's see if... Nope. So that's not it, and now I don't know what address it's going to be at either. Yeah. Yeah, it's because I turned off the other direct capture. We can just put this over here on the desktop capture for the time being. Okay, so I need to figure out what in this compiles into what we actually want. Happy with that. Okay, that... Yeah, that looks pretty pig-poggy to me. But it's also creating a very empty level. I might just need to insert some code which says if it's a blank tile, just spawn something on top of it, even if nothing is specified. So that's what we really need, is a whole bunch of enemies. Whoa. Is that two enemies spawning on top of each other? Okay, so we do not want it indexed with Y. Reopen this. Just a quick double check too. Yep, that is EA. Okay. Attach. Okay, save that. Get rid of some of these because I have a whole bunch of them piled up now. No, it does not like that. Yeah, so when you pigpog it, it turns it into that. Rebuild that, and then it's back to... Whoop. Oh. Alright, let's turn the other... back to... there, turn this one back on for a second. So that was two Koopas on top of each other, it looked like. I have no idea what's in Y register at that point. Oops. I wonder if I need to make it randomize what level you start on as well. But really that was the... Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to modify it too so that if a blooper is in above ground stage, you can jump on it. Also have to make it so that if Goombas and other ground enemies spawn in... Hey, 4-4. Spawn underwater, you can actually still land on top of them while swimming, and it counts as a stomp. Of course, then again, I don't know whether it's because the swim anywhere code messes with something, or if something else is the cause of it. So whenever I would have swim anywhere code, it prevents me from stomping on stuff. Actually, could we locate where the multiplier is and just have it always set that to a higher value? Because now somewhere it has it, because we can specify like the groups of enemies, like 2 Goombas or 3 Goombas, just make it so that it always uses the highest number. Yeah, so that's why if we have ground enemies spawning in underwater stages, we'll have to fix it so that you can stomp on them, because you could in 35. I think they just have a blanket. It wasn't supposed to be like that in the original game, so they didn't program stomping into it. I don't think I've looked at the actually looked at the underwater portion of the physics yet, just the regular above ground stuff. Oh well. Actually, I think this has been pretty good for this for now, so how about we actually switch over to the actual portion of the show for which Wednesday is actually named, and mess around with that for a while. Launch that.